So in this video, we will discuss how to automate your business data collection process with Pabbly Connect. So guys, in your business, you must be using lots and lots of different applications. So using Pabbly Connect, you can completely automate your data collection process. Let me tell you with an example. Like just for an example, suppose you are using Pipedrive as a CRM application. Now you want, whenever a new lead is added, a new lead is created in Pipedrive, you want to assign that lead or send that lead to one of your team members so they can contact them and nurture those leads and convert them into your sales. Now guys, not because of not having any direct integration, any native integration between Pipedrive and Gmail, this process is supposed to be done by you in a manual way. But in this video, I came up with an automation by which whenever a new lead will be created in our Pipedrive account, automatically the same lead will be sent to our team member as an email using Gmail. And also guys, this lead will be sent to multiple team members. So we will be using a kind of round robin lead assignment algorithm in which the first lead will be sent to first team member, the second lead to the second team member, the third lead will be sent to the third team member. And for example, the fourth lead will again be sent to the first team member. So we will equally divide the new leads into our team members as well. So how we are going to do this and how you can basically automate your complete business process using Pabbly Connect of data collection. Now guys, to know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So first of all, we will go to our browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So I'll click on sign in and sign into my own Pabbly Connect account. And here we will reach to the all apps page of Pabbly. Here we have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. And now as we click on access now, we will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And in this dashboard, we just have to click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, the automation workflow which we are going to create in this video is between Pipedrive and Gmail. So I will like to name my workflow as Pipedrive to Gmail. Just a second. Pipedrive to Gmail. And let's click on create. Now we can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the details or the data of new lead which are getting added in our Pipedrive account in Pabbly Connect. Then after getting those leads, using Pabbly Connect, one by one we will assign those leads to our team members. Like for example, when we receive the first lead, we will assign that first lead to one of our team members. For example, I have 3 team members who are working on those leads or who are nurturing those leads. So the first lead will be assigned to our first team member. The second lead will be assigned to a second team member. The third lead will be assigned to a third team member. Now, when the fourth lead comes, it will once again get assigned to our first team member, the fifth lead to second team member, and the sixth lead to third team member. So we will simply create a kind of round-robin lead assignment algorithm over here. But first, let's get the details of new lead from Pipedrive in Pabbly Connect. Now to do so, here in trigger window in choose app, we have to search for Pipedrive. Pipedrive it is. And after selecting Pipedrive, in trigger event from the drop-down, we have to select new lead. Now as we select our trigger event, we have to just click on connect. And after that, select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Pipedrive account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we required the API token of our Pipedrive account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get this API token. Now to get the API token, just go to your Pipedrive account and on the right side, we can see profiles option over here. Just click on this and then just click on personal preferences. Now as we click on personal preferences, here on the right side, we have an option named as API. Just click on API and this is the API token of your Pipedrive account. Just copy this token from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting it, just click on save. And now we can see that our Pipedrive account is now got successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, guys, we just have to click on save and send test request. And as we click on save and send test request, the details or the data or the response of the recent lead, the most recently added, most latestly added lead in our Pipedrive account will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So before we click save and send test request, let's add a dummy lead, a test lead in our Pipedrive account. We will once again go to Pipedrive, and from the left side we'll go to lead section. And here we are going to add a new lead. Just click on this add new lead button. Let's enter the details of this dummy lead. For example, dummy name. This is the name of the person. Organization is, for example, Pabbly. So the title is Pabbly lead. Then the deal value is, for example, 999 Indian rupees. The label is, for example, a hot deal it is. The owner visibility group is owner visibility. Phone number. Let's enter a dummy mobile number of this person, and that's a mobile number, and a email address. For example, this is the dummy email address of this person. Okay, so just now we have added the details of a new user, a dummy user over here. Now after entering these details, let's click on save and add this lead in our Pipedrive account. So now we can see that a new lead is added. So now after adding this lead, guys, basically what we have to do, we will see that because we have connected Pabbly Connect with Pipedrive, we'll go to Pabbly Connect workflow, and here in trigger window after making the connection, let's click on this save and send test request button. Now, after we click on save and send test request, we can see that the details of the most recent lead, which we have just now added few seconds ago in our Pipedrive account, the details of that lead are now captured inside Pabbly Connect. So here we have the title of the lead, that is Pabbly lead, the same title as we can see over here in Pipedrive. Then we will scroll down, then we have the amount of the lead. So we have added the amount of this lead, this deal as 999 rupees in Indian currency. So we have the same account. Then we will scroll down, then we have the source like it's manually created. So just now we have manually created this lead in our Pipedrive account. That's why we can see that over here. Then we have the date and time, that at what date and time we have added this lead in our Pipedrive account. Then we will scroll down, then we will find the other details of this lead. For example, the name. So this is the name of the person, the name of the lead, dummy name. Then we have the email address. We will scroll down just over here. We have the mobile number, the email address, and other details of that lead. Which means, guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is now successfully completed. We have successfully received the details of the new lead adding in our Pipedrive account in Pabbly Connect. Now, after getting these lead details, we want to assign these leads one by one to our team members. And we were supposed to use the round robin lead assignment algorithm over here. Now to add this kind of algorithm, what we are going to do, we will just scroll down and click on this add action step button over here. And here we are going to choose a feature of Pabbly Connect, that is number formatter. So using number formatter, a feature of number formatter, that is actually counter, every time this workflow will be executed, means every time a new lead will be added in our Pipedrive account, and every time we will get the details of this new lead in our trigger window, this workflow will get triggered, it will be executed. And using the counter feature, guys, every time this workflow will be executed, counter will add one value to it. So let me show you how it actually works. So here in an action window, we have to search for number formatter. Number formatter it is. And after that, in the action event from the drop down, we have to select counter. Just select counter, click on connect. Now guys, after adding counter in our automation workflow, the first thing this counter asks us is the initial value. That from what value, from what number actually the counting will start. So the counting will start from number 1. So we have basically the use case, the idea in this video is we have, for example, 3 team members and we want to assign these new leads to those 3 members one by one. So the initial value will be 1, the operation will be increment. So the counting will be keep on increasing. So in the operations, we have two options, increment and decrement. So we will select increment because for every new lead, every new execution of this workflow, this counting will be keep on increasing. Then after that, it is asking us change by value. That by what value, what numbers this value, this response should be, or this counting should be changed. So it should be changed by 1. So counting will start from 1, and every time this we will get a new lead from Pipedrive in Pabbly Connect, this automation workflow will execute, and then so the first time that we will get the response as 1, the next time the value will be changed by 1, so the second time we'll get the response 2, third time we'll get the response 3. So in this way this works. Then it is asking us reset on execution, so we will select no over here, and then at last it asks us reset counter after reaching certain final value. So the help text below, it says enter number at which you want to reset counter back to the initial value. This reset option is useful if you want to run something in round robin fashion. So guys, basically what is going to happen, the number which we will enter over here, as this counting reach that particular number, it will automatically get reset, and the next time it will when this automation workflow will be executed, it will return the response as initial value, and once again it will keep on counting till this number. So we have basically 3 team members. We want to assign leads to 3 team members. So we want 3 responses, 1, 2 and 3. So we will enter 3 over here. So the first time this automation workflow will execute, it will give the response as 1. And after that, the next second time it will give the response 2. Third time it will get the response 3. As it reaches 3, it will get reset, and the fourth time it will give the response 1 once again. So basically you can relate these numbers to the team members. Like the first lead is received, it will get assigned to team member 1. The second lead it received, this automation workflow will execute, counter will run, the response will give number 2 in response, and this lead is assigned to the second team member in this way. So after adding these details, just click on save and send test request. Now, as we click on save and send test request, we have received the response, and the final value in this response is number 2. So we have entered the initial value as 1. So the counting started from 1. Operation was increment, so it is going to get increased by 1. Change in value was 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So first time this automation workflow executed, it gave us the response 2. Now let's once again click on save and send test request. Now the next time it execute after 2, this time it is giving the response as 3. Let's click on once again save and send test request. Now guys, because we have added reset counter after reaching certain value, we have entered the value as 3. As this counter reached 3, the next time, the fourth time this automation is executed, it has given the response once again final value as 1. So next time we will once again click on save and send test request. It will give the final value 2. Then once again the workflow will be executed. We receive the new lead. Next time we receive the value as 3, and after 3 it get reset, and the last time it gives us the value as 1. So basically take this number 1, 2, 3 as the team member. Like first time it will be executed, the lead will be assigned to team member 1. Second time it will get assigned to team member 2, and the third time it will get assigned to team member 3. So after adding this counter feature guys, now we will have to scroll down and click on this add action step button over here. And after that, here in action window in choose app, we have to search for another feature of Pabbly Connect, that is router. So let's search for router it is. So basically router help us creating different paths or different routes in our automation workflow. Now guys, suppose we are getting leads from Pipedrive, we are getting those leads in Pabbly Connect. After receiving those leads in Pabbly Connect, we want to send those leads one by one to our 3 of our team members. Just take a random example of 3 team members. So using a counter, we will get 3 different values, like the final value will be 1, 2 and 3. So we will get 3 different values in using counter. And using these values, we will create 3 different routes. Like for example, if we get the final value as 1, the lead will be sent to the first team member. If we get the final value as 2, the lead will be sent to second team member. And if we get the final value from counter, that is 3, the lead will be sent to third team member. So it will follow the route number 1 for final value 1, route number 2 for final value 2, and route number 3 for final value 3. So in this way, we can basically use kind of a round robin lead assignment algorithm, and we can assign these leads one by one to our team members equally. So how we are going to set up? So the idea is we are going to send the details of new lead which are created in our Pipedrive account using email. So we are going to send these details via Gmail to those person. So here we have routes. So we have route 1, route 2, let's add another route, that is route 3. So let's set up route 1. Just click on the set filter and actions tab, and here the first thing it asks us is filter, that what is the condition which is fulfilled, then we will take this route. So here in filter, in select label from the drop down, from the responses of number formatter, we will select final values response. And if this and the filter type will be equals to. So if the final value, the response of final value is equals to 1, like we will enter 1 in value, and let's click on save and send test request. So it is showing us the condition is true. So if the final value from counter is 1, then follow this path. So when we will follow this path, let's click on this add action step button and let's tell this automation that what should be done. So if the counter's final value is 1, let's add the Gmail step, send the Gmail over here, and the action event from the drop down, select send email. Click on connect. Now guys, we have to connect our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect to send the email. Just click on select add new connection, click on connect with Gmail. Select your Gmail account from which you want to send the emails. Scroll down and click on continue. And now guys, we can see that a Gmail account is now connected. So here guys, what is going to happen? We have added the counter will get the number 1, 2, 3. If number 1 happens, take the root 1. And in root 1, we want to enter the details of our first team member. So as we connect our Gmail step guys, the first thing it asks us is the recipient email address to whom we want to send the email. So here we have to enter the email address of our first team member to whom we are going to send the email. For example, this is the email address of my first team member to whom we are going to assign the sled. This is the email address. So we will just manually enter this email address. Then the CC, BCC, these details can be ignored. Sender's name, for example, I will enter Pabbly. Then it is asking us email subject. So we will enter email subject as new lead. Then it is asking us reply to, let's ignore this. Email content type is plain and email content. So here in the email content section, we have to actually enter the body of the email. So we have received the details of new lead from Pipedrive and Pabbly Connect, and we want to send those details to our team member so that they can nurture those leads, they can contact that lead. So here in email content, I want the email of the body, which I will be sending with the details of new lead to be hello. Received a new lead in Pipedrive. Name, email, lead title, mobile number, and at last what you have to do, amount. This is the amount. So we want to get that and send the details of these details of the new lead. So we have received the name of the new lead from Pipedrive and Pabbly Connect. And we have to basically map that same name over here. And the process of mapping, guys, is very simple. So what we are going to do, we are going to just click on this name field in front of this name field over here in this email content section. And in the drop down, we can see all the responses from the Pipedrive. So all the responses of Pipedrive which we have received of new lead, we can see all of those details. And here, guys, we will see that we have the name of the new lead, which we have entered just now. So we have the name as... So let's search for the name. The name was, I guess, dummy name. So, okay, so this is the name of the lead which we have created. Let's select it and map it. So whatever the name of the lead we will give in Pipedrive of new lead, the same response will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And then from the response of Pipedrive which we get of new lead in Pabbly Connect, we will map that same name over here. Then it is asking us for the email. So let's click on this field in front of email, and from the drop down from the responses of Pipedrive, let's search for response of email and let's search for the email address. So this is the email address of the lead. Let's select it and map it. Then it is asking us for the lead title. So from the responses of Pipedrive, this is the title of the lead, as you can see over here. So we will map this lead title over here. Then we have to follow the same process of mapping, and we have to enter the mobile number. So let's search for the mobile number. Okay, so this is the phone number. Let's select it and map it. And at last, we have to enter the amount for which we have created the deal. So this is the amount. So we will just select it and map it. So this is the kind of email with the details of new lead I want to send to my team member. So we have successfully created this email. Now after creating this email, what we have to do, we will just scroll down and click on this save and send test request button. Now, as we click on save and send test request, we will see that an email from our connected Gmail account, the account which we have connected, from that same account, an email will be sent on this email address of our team member, which we have entered. Now, let's check it. So what we are going to do, we have sent the email from our Google account. So we'll go to the send box of that Google account. So we'll go to Gmail and then let's go to send. And here guys, we can see that this email is now sent to the same person. So from our account, from our Google account, which we have connected with Pabbly Connect, this email is sent to this email address of our team members. Same email address which we have entered over here. And after that guys, we will notice that this is the same body of the email which we have created. Hello, we have received a new lead in PyDrive. This is the name of the lead. This is the email, the lead title, phone number and amount. So details of the new lead are sent to one of our team members using this automation. Now this will happen if the lead is arrived, the first lead is arrived. Now we have successfully created the first route. Now let's close this. And then similarly guys, we have to follow the exact same process for the second route and the third route. What are going to change? The things which are going to change are basically the value in filter. So for second route, the value will be 2. The label will be the same. The value will be 2. And for, the name of the email address of the person will be changing. And for the third route, the value will be 3. And the team email address of our third team member will be added. So basically, Pabbly Connect offers a feature of cloning the step. So just click on these 3 dots, click on this clone button and clone this step. After that, once again, click on this 3 dot, click on this clone button and clone this step. And now we are going to rename. So let's delete this route 2 and route 3. First, the fresh routes which we have created. Let me remove it and let me rename these routes. So what we have done, just a second, let me tell you. Route 2 it is, and this one is route 3. Okay, so what we have done just now by cloning guys, we have successfully created first route. Now again, we have to follow the same process for route 2 and route 3, but it will be a repetitive task and we do automation so that we don't have to do repetitive tasks. So to avoid this repetition of tasks, we have basically created first route and we have cloned the second route and the first route twice. So we have renamed it as second route and third route. So now after cloning it, we will go to route 2. Here in filter section, as I told you, we will change the value to 2. So if the final value in counter will be equals to 2, the automation will follow this second path. Let's click on save. And after that, we have to enter the email address of our second team member over here in this recipient email address of route 2. For example, the email address is, this is the email address of my team member, the second team member. Let's scroll down. All of the details, all of the other things are going to be exact same. So we have the same body of the email as well. And just click on save. And after that, close it. Now we will follow the same process for route 3 as well. We have created route 1, cloned it, renamed it as route 3. Now in set filter and action step, in the filter section, we have to change this value to 3. Click on save. And after that, in Gmail step, we have to enter the email address of our third team member. For example, this is my third team member. The email address of my third team member. Let's scroll down, click on save. And that's it guys. We have successfully created this automation. Now the automation is successfully created. Now every time guys, after setting up this automation, every time a new lead will be created in our PyDrive account, the details of that new lead will be captured inside Pabbly Connect every 8 hours. So every 8 hours, Pabbly Connect will go to PyDrive, check that whether a new lead is created there or not, and all the new leads created in duration of that 8 hour, Pabbly Connect will get the details of that new lead and process it one by one. So every time a new lead is created in PyDrive, automatically this automation will be executed. Then after that, using number formatter, the number formatter will work and give us the response as the value as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in that form. And after that, using this, it will select the route. So if the final value from number formatter is 1, the lead will be sent to our first team member. If the final value from number formatter is 2, the lead will be sent to second team member. And if the final value of number formatter is 3, the lead will be sent to third team member. And after doing it, once again for the fourth value, for the fourth lead, the lead will be once again sent to a fourth team member. So in this way, we can set up this automation. So not just these applications, guys, as I have told you, you can basically integrate or automate any process of your business using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. So in this video, guys, we have learned how we can basically assign new leads receiving in our CRM application like Pipedrive to our team members one by one using basically a round robin algorithm. So this was just a simple process, just a part of it. You can basically, as I've told you, any process, you can automate any process, whether it can be lead capturing, lead assignment, lead nurturing, customer feedback, or anything like that. You can basically automate any part of your business using Pabbly Connect.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.